Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you were here. You guys, today we're doing a video on some messages from Spirit. Alright, some messages from, particularly, I feel like Spirit is going to bring some messages. So you guys might have some loved ones in Spirit. I want you to think of them and I want you to ask them for a message for you today. So, okay, first, I guess we'll just, okay, so I have some of these cards here. So the first card, so they're called Messages from Heaven. First card says, take control of a situation. We know you can do this. Actually, okay, I feel like there is a motherly presence here. She has a J name. Sounds like Jane, James, or you might have a J name. She wants you to know that you can do this, all right? She wants you to understand that you have the power within you, okay? And this is for everyone. She's talking to all you guys, right? Even if you're not related to her. She's saying, listen, you can do this. She's actually very supportive. She's saying, you can do this. You have the power within you to do anything that you want to do, especially related to the situations that you're in right now. And she's so cute. She's saying, like, honey. She'd be like, honey. And she's like putting her hand on your back. She's like, honey, you can do this. All right, you can do this. She says, do not let other people take your energy away from you. Do not let other people take your power away from you. She says you need to stand up for the things that you know are right, stand up for what you believe in. And she says, as long as you're staying true to your values, she says that there's nothing anyone can say or do. All right, there's nothing anyone can say or do. So, you know, in the moment it might be difficult, she's saying, but she's saying just try your best to stand up for yourself and to stand up for the situation and take control of the things that you want in life. All right, she's so nice. All right, and all right, okay. The next card says, "Make room for that happy ending. It's now within your grasp." Okay. Now I feel like there is a. This is a divine masculine energy. He is pretty stern too. He might be related to the army as well, or something to do with like the army or the military or something like that. And he's saying, listen, he's saying that there's been a lot of tough decisions he's had to make in his life. And he's saying, listen, he says, I don't want everybody to repeat the same mistakes that I did. He says, I want you, he's inviting us. He says, I want you to think of your life, all right? I want you to think of the mistakes that people before you have made, all right? And he says, really pay attention to those mistakes. He says, I don't want people to follow in the same mistakes that I've made. He says, let somebody's example of the mistakes that they've done be a lesson for you. Do not make the same mistakes if you've witnessed a mistake already, all right? If you've witnessed something happening already, if you witness something that you don't want to be like, or if you witness something that you do want to be like, he says, just understand that you have the power within you to not make the same mistakes, all right? And he says, he's saying that it was tough, and he says now that he's in spirit, that he can see from things from a broader perspective, and he wants to apologize. All right, whoever this is for, this man wants to apologize for the mistakes that he's made. He says, I didn't understand my actions at the time. Okay, he didn't understand his actions at the time, and it doesn't just have to be in the military as well. This guy is it could also be like a business owner, okay, somebody who was in authority or power, okay. And something about like a pocket watch, or like has like a chain, like something like a pocket watch is significant here, or something that was kept in his pocket as well, but I feel like there's a chain on it, all right? And so he just says, like, make sure that if you're making a mistake, to understand the broader perspective of it, okay? If you're making a big decision, or if you're doing something, or if you want to do something, to understand the broader perspective of it and see how it affects not just you, but the people around you as well, okay? Because he says, if you love somebody, he says it's important to take in their because he's saying that what he was doing, the mistakes that he was making, he didn't realize they were mistakes at the time because he was doing it out of love. He thought what he was doing was the right decision, okay? And now that he's in spirit, he says, I went through my life review, and he says, I can see everything that has happened. And he says, and I want you guys to understand that you don't need to make the same mistakes as long as you take other people's feelings and other people's situations into control, especially those that you love, all right? He says, especially if you love somebody, it's important to take in their perspective as well, all right? Because love is when you take somebody's benefit or somebody's feelings as your own, right? You take them as a part of you. And he says, so if you love somebody, you have to make sure that you're taking them as a part of you as well. And so sometimes what you think is right might not be right. Sometimes what you think is right might not be right for them, okay? And it might not be right for you as well. So it's just, he says, just pay attention to things from a broader perspective, and to understand that don't make such rash decisions by yourself, all right? He says there's people in this world for a reason. There's people around you for a reason, and pay attention to the people around you, especially those that you love. All right, the next card says, take time to pamper yourself, let others take care of you. Take time to pamper yourself, let others take care of you. And oh, okay, now I'm feeling like this is, like, she feels like she's giving me like sister energy, or like best friend kind of. She feels like somebody's best friend or somebody's sister. She would be like my sister or my best friend kind of thing, you know, like that's how she's coming across. It's like she's everybody's best friend. Like you can meet her and she's like, damn, she's really cool. She's saying, oh my gosh, this girl's funny. She's saying this girl always changed up her hair. Okay, she I heard the word fanatic, something about fanatic. I feel like she would just she loved to like look good. She loved to do things. No wonder she brought this card. All right, this card says, take time to pamper yourself, let others take care of you. She says, listen, she says, what's the point of having other people here if they're not going to take care of you? She says, sometimes, yes, you need to take care of other people. You need to be the bigger person. And she says, yeah, and I was. She says, I always took care of everybody else. She says, but if somebody is offering up their help, offering up their services, offering up something to take care of you by, why not take it? She says, because there's things in our life, all right? She's showing me the Six of Pentacles. And that's like the give and take. That's like being in harmony with the give and take. And she's saying, like, sometimes you do something nice for person A, and your karma will be not just from person A. Karma could be from person B, C, D, E, whatever, and that person will do something nice for you. All right, just it's kind of, she's kind of saying like things will always work out in an ebb and flow way, like in a. She's showing me the infinity sign. All right, she's saying like things are always gonna work out like full circle. I don't know what she's trying to say. What is that? She's saying things will always work out in a way that you least expect. All right. And she's saying that it's important to understand and not have any expectations of how the things you do and how the people you take care of and how you treat yourself come back to you. All right. And how you treat other people, how that will come back to you. She says she's just showing me that she lived such a serendipitous life, that her life was always like, she needed money just came to her. If she needed this, it just came to her. Like, she was very lucky, but she was not just lucky. She was so caring. She was so giving. She was so kind and so loving. And she says, I loved everybody. She says, even my haters, I loved them. Even people who didn't really like me, she says, I always showed them love. And people who didn't understand, she says, because sometimes people come from a place of fear. And she says, you can't judge those people. But she's saying that you need to understand that everybody's path is their own journey. And sometimes people aren't going to understand things from a love perspective or a kind perspective. And they're just seeing things from maybe a lower vibrational perspective. And she says you can't judge them for that because we all have our own different paths. But she's saying, like, if there's a chance for you to treat yourself, to take care of yourself, to enjoy yourself, to splurge a little bit on yourself, and all it is a little bit of money, she says, take something that I know. She says, from the other side, you cannot bring your money with you. She says, obviously, if you're not in debt, obviously, if you're frugal, okay, and you can afford a little sum, she says, why not? Why not buy a little sum for yourself? Why not splurge a little bit, all right? She says, don't get crazy with your finances. She says, because that used to happen to me. She says, but she's saying that life is more fun when you can work hard and not just work hard and that's it. She says you need to work hard, you need to enjoy life as well. And so, especially if the universe is trying to send people to help you, to take care of you, to pamper you, to love you, she says accept that love, accept that help, accept that kindness, accept whatever the universe is sending your way, because you deserve it. All right, you deserve it. And the last one here says focus your mind on what you really want. We are helping. And so I just want you guys to think of anybody you love in spirit, and it could just be, anybody, whoever here, somebody really likes Michael Jackson. I don't know who it is, but you can ask Michael Jackson for help. All right, focus your mind on what you really want. All right, because spirit is here to help. All right, this is just a learning lesson. All right, this physical world is just a learning lesson, and I promise you guys, spirit can influence our world in a positive way. All right, not in a weird scary way. I remember I was growing up and I was always very scared of ghosts and shit like that. Nothing like that. I'm saying if you say, listen, if you have somebody on the other side, listen, grandma, listen, grandpa, listen, friend, sister, brother, mother, cat, dog, bird, iguana, all right, bearded dragon, all right. Somebody's cat here, his name is Salem. Anyways, they're watching out for you. But yeah, they're helping. All right, they're here sending you love. They're here lining things up for you in spirit. You guys, I've done a lot of mediumship readings, and something I always bring up is something that spirit has done for them. All right, because spirit really tries to help you and tries to send you love and tries to align things up for you. And so I just want you to pay attention to this world. It's not exactly what we think it is, all right? And there's a lot more that meets the eye. And I just want you guys to be aware and to understand that the love you give out is received, okay? And so make sure to give a lot of love out, all right? And you will receive a lot of love in return. And don't be afraid to ask for things. If you want something, you ask for it, you manifest it, all right? And you ask in spirit, all right, you guys? That's what I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you like this style of video. I wanted to do something a little bit different today. Yeah, so that was just some channel messages. I didn't want to make it too long by going to the very specifics. Let me know if you want me to do maybe a pick a card or pick a pile reading. I probably won't use cards though if I do mediumship reading. Yeah, let me know if you want to see something like that. I'm definitely down to do that, and then just channel specific spirit, and yeah, let me know if you guys want me to do that, and I can do that. But thank you so much for watching this video. Please like this video. If you like this video, comment down below if there's anything in specific that you want to see. You guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Give you a big kiss because I love you so much. You guys, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing because I make daily videos, which means I'm going to see you tomorrow.